The opening of Barcelona's home season, usually a carnival of colour and noise, could instead arrive in silence. And that possibility is not hypothetical anymore. After months of renovation meant to transform Spotify Camp Nou into a modern fortress, the timeline has slipped repeatedly. And the club now faces a hard deadline set by the city to secure an occupation permit. If that permit does not arrive in time, the season's opening home fixture may have to be staged without fans, a scenario that would bite into matchday revenues and deprive players of the very atmosphere that defines Barcelona football. The club has been planning to reopen in phases with a minimum temporary capacity target, reportedly around 27,000 spectators. But the lingering deficiencies in 2 stands and the municipal sign-off process mean those numbers are nowhere guaranteed. This is more than a scheduling annoyance. For a club that budgets on gates, hospitality and the ripple effects of a full house, every day of delay chips away at forecasts. The difference between 27,000 ticketed supporters and an empty bowl of seats is millions on a balance sheet, not to mention the less quantifiable loss of momentum. Players feed off the crowd. Coaches plan set pieces and subs with the stadium roar in mind. To face an important opener in front of silence would change how the match feels and could alter the team's early season psychology. Beyond finances and morale, the optics are damaging. Barcelona is a global brand, and images of renovation setbacks and empty stands risk undermining narratives of progress the club has been selling to sponsors and season ticket holders. The club has already explored contingency options. One fallback discussed publicly has been a return to the Estadi Olympique Luis Companys in Montjuic, a venue Barcelona has used before when Camp Nou was unavailable. But that option is complicated. The Olympic Stadium's calendar is crowded, and reports suggest a major concert scheduled within days of the fixture would make a quick turnaround extremely difficult. Staging a match just 48 hours after a large-scale show would demand extraordinary logistical effort. Pitch protection, security resets, turnstile testing, and municipal inspections all compressed into a narrow window. That's a risky gamble for a club that still needs official clearance from the city to declare the stadium safe for fans. So what can Barcelona do in the next 72 hours? The realistic options are narrow but clear. First, the club can try to fast-track the occupation permit by working closely with municipal inspectors and contractors to resolve outstanding deficiencies, aiming to reopen at least part of the stadium and meet the minimum safety thresholds. That requires accelerated inspections and quick remediation work. Costly, disruptive, but potentially effective. Second, Barcelona can press to rebook Montjuic and negotiate with concert organisers for a rapid conversion. But that depends on goodwill, extra expense and flawless logistics. Third, the club can accept the worst-case scenario and stage the match behind closed doors, shielding the public narrative with careful communications while bracing for the financial hit. Fans are understandably furious at the idea of being shut out. Season ticket holders and casual supporters alike expect to be present when their team plays at home, especially in a period that was supposed to celebrate a refurbished stadium. Social media will magnify every setback. Photos of construction scaffolding, official statements pushed out late, and empty seats painted as symbolic losses. The city administration, too, will be under pressure to justify its inspection timelines, balancing public safety against the economic and cultural value of a live match. It's a high-stakes negotiation where legal, technical, and public relations threads intertwine. Whatever happens, this episode is a test for Barcelona's operational resilience. Good clubs plan contingencies. Great clubs execute them under pressure. The next announcements will reveal whether Barcelona can convert a logistical crisis into a managed challenge or whether this delay becomes a defining early-season controversy. For fans, the urgent question is simple. Will they be inside Camp Nou to roar their team on, or will they be watching a silent home opener from afar? The answer rests on permits, schedules, and a race against time that is rapidly closing.